Hello traders, Gary Wagner here, just about 10:25 in Honolulu, 4:25 in New York. It is Tuesday, August the 2nd, 2016, and this is the Daily Report for Gold and Silver. We have a nice continuation, a run-up in the precious metals markets, with gold trading up almost a full percent, 0.81% at $1,370 and change. It is traded to a low of $13.53 and a high of $13.74 on the day. We did send out a special trade alert recommending that you raise your stops on your current long position. We'll cover that on today's show. Silver also trading higher on the day. Let's go ahead and pull that up. That's up almost a full percent, 0.97 at $20.61. Let's take a look at our first chart. So traders, as I'm sure you're well aware of, I did send out a special trade alert both by email and SMS text message. For those that haven't set up the phone messaging, go ahead and do that should you want to get your trade alerts in both formats. Now, we moved our stop up, which was sitting very, very loosely at around 1305 to below 1350, and that is basis a COMEX December contract. If you notice, we did this just a little bit differently this time because of the fact that as we put on the trade, the continuous contract that I use, which is this GC hashtag F. I'll show you what I'm speaking about. That's this right here. If it was, for example, December, it would say Z6, but this continuous contract, when we put on that trade, was right as they were rolling over from one contract month to the other. So to alleviate any kind of uncertainty, I'm publishing not only our entrance price, which is 1332 basis spot, and it would have been 1338 basis December COMEX. We are now going to publish the stops in both ways, at least for this trade. And so we're moving our stop to below 1350, that's basis COMEX, or 1344 basis spot. And let me show you really why we're picking this particular spot. Let me get my pointer up. What I'm trying to do is these lows that came in today, today's low, of course, was 53. The low prior to that was about 52.30 over these last 2 days. So we need, if we're going to have any kind of a coverage and effective stop, we need them to be below these lows that were achieved over the last couple of days. It's pretty much a gap. It's not a pure gap because you don't have a exact price void, because you do have lows and highs that go into this area. But nonetheless, this is an area of concern to me, just in terms of an area that at some point will come and backfill, I believe. Now, that being said, where are we right now? Well, we've gotten this market to move, to watch this market move, quite eloquently to the upside. However, at the same time, we are coming butt up against this one target that we really need to take out. Now, that was 1371 spot, but it comes out to around 1379. This effective top right here, which was the peak of what we are labeling as a subcount of our green 3, this being our green 2 and our green 1. So the way we're looking at it is we've had a 1, a 2, and we are currently in our third wave. Now, within that third wave, we have been, of course, subdividing that. Let me change the color here. And the subdividing on that is something like this: 1, 2, we've completed our third, we've completed our fourth, and we are now in that fifth wave of this green 3. That being said, you'll also notice that what we have is that 1-to-1 extension. So we're saying if wave 1 and wave 5 are equal, we could see this market roughly go to about 1418. My target on this trade, first let's get over this 1380. And if in fact we see that, we might see the market kind of bounce up and really bounce up to just past 1400 and then come in and correct a little bit. And that's going to take us into a fourth wave. So it's going to be more of an aggressive type of correction that we experience, for example, when we're looking at these subcounts here in a dominant wave, meaning an impulse wave. Because, of course, as you remember, we had this A, B, C, and considering that the top here was about 1273, We had a pretty decent retracement taking us back down to 1200. My recommendation is obviously maintain your current long position and maintain your current stop, which we moved up today. This has been Gary Wagner wishing you, as always, good trading. We'll talk to you tomorrow for another daily update and review. Bye-bye.